Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little bit quiet on my channel lately, and just for a side life update, probably don't care if you care, probably already know. I recently found out that I was pregnant as soon as I started doing my videos and everything, so that kind of really slowed me down because I have been in bed a lot. I've done minimal work. I've been working some. Thankfully, my job now is more laid back and I'm by appointment at the moment, but it's definitely, I'm getting sick of being in bed, and I had the energy today and the spare time to sit down and finally get to play with my makeup again, so I figured I would record it for you guys to see too. Maybe get a video and a little bit of an update out there on what's been going on over here, and hopefully I'm gonna be back up to speed now. So back to the makeup. I did a kind of more simple look. A lot of the looks that I had posted, the past few looks that I've done have been a little bit more dramatic and wild and out there. But this one I kind of did a little more, beginner friendly. Anyway, if you guys want to see how I did this look, you can just keep watching. I'm starting out with trying the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer here. I've seen great reviews on it, and so far I have no complaints myself either. It's pretty great. But I'm just using a small beauty blender to prime the whole eyelid with it. I got out my Naked Heat palette for one base color, but I ended up noticing that my Carli Bybel palette worked just as fine later on. But I still put it in here because that is the shade that I used up at the top under my brow as kind of a highlight color. And I'm going to go in with the Carli Bybel Anastasia Beverly Hills palette today. I haven't used this since I got it, so I've been ready to play with it. And I'm just going to use that pinky orange coral color up at the top, up under my transition shade. And I'm just going to blend that in before I do my darkest color. I really like this color, but maybe my eyelids were too dry because I've been slacking on my skincare, but I was kind of having a hard time getting it to really set with this primer. Before I give an actual honest review, I like to try something a few different ways and a few different times because I may use it wrong the first time. So I don't like going off of first impressions because I think you need to learn to really figure out what works best with what product for each person. So I'm not going to say it's bad. I just had to fight with that shade. But I'm going to be using this dark burgundy-ish red. I really liked this red. When I first opened this palette, that's the first color my eyes went to besides that glittery purple. And I was ready to do like a smoky eye with it. That was the plan from the moment I got that out of my mailbox. But right here, I'm just kind of buffing it into that peachy orange coral color. And I'm going to bring it all the way to the front. But if I go too much with my red, I can always take my orange and kind of tone it back down, overlay it a little bit. You just don't want to play with the colors too much or they muddy up very easy. That's why I go from light to dark here. Or if I'm doing a really detailed look, I'll do dark to light with a small detail brush. But I'm also using the lightest color up in the top of this palette. Well, sorry, bottom left. I thought it was too yellow at first, but it ended up working just fine for the top, so you don't need to use the Naked Heat, but realistically any base color would work perfect. Now, with that red, it went amazing, but I feel like a tackier base would really help it pop more. But that's okay, because I wanted it to be soft around the edges anyway. So I just had to play back and forth blending here with the red and the orange, and then to the lightest color. That way, I had both colors up there, if that makes sense. I wasn't using it as just a transition shade. I wanted that orange to show through too. And using my e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Light Beige, I'm just going to use a flat concealer brush with that to carve out my cut crease. I'm not doing a dramatic cut crease, but I am doing a raised one because we know by now I have hooded eyes, and if you have hooded eyes, that's a little helpful tip for you too. Always over exaggerate it a little bit so that way you don't end up ruining it throughout the day. I tell everybody that asks me how I get my eyeshadow look the way I do, I always tell them, don't be afraid to go to your eyebrow. Obviously you have to play with that, don't literally go to your eyebrow, but you can't be afraid to build up off of the eyelid. But at the back of this, I'm just going to kind of pat out the edges of the concealer. That way we don't have a harsh line of the concealer in the red when we do the glitters on top. I ended up using the 2 glitters in here and I really liked them, but I feel like the concealer didn't let them pop the way I expected them to. So I ended up using a glitter of them anyway, but they still looked really cute. I just was looking for a little more dramatic. Now towards the inner corner, I used a more golden shadow. Again, I don't know what was going on here. I expected a more dramatic change in color, but maybe, I want to say it's just the camera, but to me I felt like it was a little dull. Might have just been the way I did it, but they didn't look too different on my eyelid. So I ended up using the color, or the loose glitter Adore from Anastasia, and NYX glitter primer. You can use their adhesive, the glitter adhesive. It works great and I love the smell of it, the Anastasia glitter primer, but I forgot I had it. So out of habit, I pulled out my glitter primer with NYX and it works just as good. You just have to really pack it and play with it with the glitter primer from NYX. And I'm just applying this same glitter over the whole cut crease and kind of being sparse with it towards the back end. That way it blends with the red. Here I'm going to use the Suva Beauty Hydra Liner, which is a like pot eyeliner, but it's dry. You have to add water to it. I use Fix Plus sometimes. You can use any mixing medium, but it works perfect with water, which is great. And this is hands down worth every bit of the $14 or $15 that it was. I think it would last me forever. And I got 2 more colors with it, but I eventually want all of them to play with my graphic liner because this stuff works amazing and you can blend them and make different colors. But this black was really, really good and it held up pretty well even over glitter. This is just a not sped up, unfortunately, version of me fighting with a winged eyeliner. It's also worth mentioning that this Ben Nye eyeliner pencil is even more fine point and precise than my Morphe liner brushes. They work great, but this pencil I got when I ordered, well, not pencil but brush, this brush I got when I ordered the Suva Beauty Hydra liners from Camera Ready Cosmetics. I'm gonna need like 4 more of these. I'm so scared to ruin this brush because it is the most precise makeup brush I have for liner, period. Finally, I'm just going back in with that red down on the bottom down here with a little bit of that orangey brown color. I don't remember the name of it. I actually accidentally did the wrong color at first. But I'm just using that to smoke out my bottom lash line before I do my eyeliner. You can do it the other way around. I tend to forget and do it backwards every time. For my inner corner highlight, I'm going to be using that shimmer from the Carli Bybel palette again, just to kind of do that little circle area right there to make it pop out. And once I have my foundation on and everything, I just go back in and clean up my eyeliner and my eyebrows. And then I'll do my gel eyeliner, which here I'm using ColourPop, their black gel eyeliner. I don't remember the color name, but I'll put that in the description. Now that I have my lashes on and my lipstick and everything, I'm going to actually list the whole face products down below for the foundation and everything because I didn't record them. My lashes are Lily Lashes in the style Miami. I'm going to put that down below too though. Yeah, like I said, hopefully I will be doing more videos more frequently again. I'm distracting myself because I feel like this lipstick's a little too dark for me and my face looks swollen. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and if you want to see more videos and tutorials like this and just keep up with me and whatever I post, just hit that subscribe button and I will see you in the next video.